So I was pretty excited to see Doctor Strange, more so than I have been for a Marvel film in quite a while. The idea of introducing Eastern-inspired mysticism and magic to Marvel's cinematic universe is the big payoff here, with the colourful martial arts training sequences and more chaotic world-twisting action scenes always entertaining to watch. And the possibilities this introduction of multiple dimensions brings to the films is exciting. Doctor Strange is always at its best when showcasing a potential for what is essentially magic, something the film doesn't shy away from but instead fully embraces, and luckily it doesn't waste time in getting to the good stuff. We get some very Tony Stark-like origin development, but quickly end up in Nepal with Strange only questioning how real magic is for a short time before accepting and jumping into learning the mysterious ways. The film doesn't spend too long trying to explain how everything works either, adopting a Star Wars the Force simply surrounds and binds us mantra that more than worked for me. I was pleasantly surprised by Cumberbatch's Strange. I accepted him as the playboy, the desperate traveller, and finally the master of the mystic arts. He has great support from McAdams, who whilst not appearing too much does make an impression, and a fantastically enigmatic Tilda Swinton. I could have done with a bit more of Benedict Wong and Chiwetel Ejiofor, but it does seem we'll be seeing more of them in future films, and they're great in their small but integral roles. I was less enamored with the antagonist, with Doctor Strange being another film that struggles to have an impactful bad guy. Mads Mikkelsen is great in his role of Swinton's wayward ex-student. Hell, Mads Mikkelsen is great in anything, but he just isn't there enough. I was very excited too by the prospect of martial arts experts Scott Adkins and Zara Vivian as two of his zealots, but they are underused. Though Adkins does get to be a part of my favourite scene in the film, a well-directed and easy-to-follow smaller fight that moves between the astral and physical planes. Sadly, that can't be said for much of the other action scenes. Though the Inception-style city folding is always impressive, it's easy to get lost in it, losing track of what is happening as good guys and bad guys jump and fight between the collapsing architecture. Couple that with all the sparks and fire and the fact it's all shot tight in with long lenses and cut so quickly, it does become a bit of a mess. I often found it hard to work out exactly what was happening, and wish they had taken more of a page from Civil War's book and simply pulled the camera out a bit more, though I cannot deny I was very happy for them to pretty much lose any potential shaky cam. So Marvel, please continue with that. You can see how inventive this sequence is, but how it is let down by overcutting, making it a bit hard to keep track of everything. In the very similar Inception hallway fight, Nolan kept the camera moving rather than editing too much, and the space more clear and wider so as to keep it easy to track, whilst retaining its inventiveness. It doesn't ruin Doctor Strange that the action isn't great, but I wish as much care had been taken with making the fight scenes work as it was with creating admittedly incredible visuals. One thing that did worry me was that this film would end with another big cataclysmic event, threatens the world style sequence. And it almost does, but then quickly turns it on its head. I won't give away what happens, but it both developed Doctor Strange's character, helping us understand who he has become, and the potential for him as a hero, and allowed for a more inventive way of ending a film like this. In the end, I was let down by the bad guys, and I wish the action scenes were better, but I enjoyed my time with Doctor Strange. He is a great new hero, and I can't wait to see more of what he does in the Marvel Universe. This is very much an origin film, and you can feel the limitations of that, but it left me more excited to continue exploring the Marvel Cinematic Universe than I was before seeing it, and I certainly can't wait to see Stephen Strange appear again. Now, if someone could adapt Jade Empire with this sort of imagery, that would be great.